it was even more shocking when we found out that when we throw one of those away, 500 years later, that's just starting to disappear off the face of the planet. Your traditional kitchen sponge, a yellow sponge that you buy from a supermarket with a white or green scour on top, or other colours, whatever, are just entirely made of plastic.
Composty products, the affordable, sustainable swap for your household cleaning products, mainly the pop-up compostable sponge. We've been sent through a test package. We don't know what's inside yet, but we're gonna have a look, see what's in there, and we're gonna put these products to the test. So let's have a look, open up, and see what we've got. I'm Lee and we're Vapor Clean. We provide domestic and commercial cleaning services, and we use our knowledge to put today's methods and products to the test to help you, the viewers, out. If there's anything in particular you want to see, drop us a comment, and please do give us a like, subscribe to the channel for more ways you can save money and clean better in the future. So I have no idea what they've actually sent us. Obviously, we just requested a test of all the different products. Composty are most well known for their pop-up sponge, but they do say that they do lots of other products. So what have we got? We have compostable Laufer Sponges. All of the products, we'll go through them today. We'll have a proper look at them, but we will be putting them to the test. So keep watching while we put them to the test in our homes and out on some of our actual cleaning jobs as well, which really put them to the test. The good thing about the whole Composty range is all of the material is completely compostable. So the cardboard box that it comes in, completely compostable. In this pack, you get 6 sponges. They're of a good size as well. According to Composty, they're a whiz on the dishes. But let's open them up and have a look and see how they are. Clear instructions on the back. So just rinse and squeeze excess liquid from the sponges after each use. You have to get them wet to start with, as with the whole range, but then you wash the sponges in the washing machine or the dishwasher periodically or when well used. And when you're finished with them, again with the whole range, you just simply cut them up into pieces and pop them into a composting bin, and they will just compost. Compose, yeah, I know. So very thin at the moment, and I'm sure as with the others, when we pop them in some water, they'll expand. We've got Matt Guest, the co-founder of Composty, in the office later today. If you want to check out the podcast with him and the chat with him, we'll put some snippets in the video, but you're not going to get the full footage. But we'll get deeper into the story and the benefits behind the Composty range. I'll be questioning them about that. So let's pop it into water and see how they are. The texture of them does feel, obviously you've got the softer side. It's not really soft at the moment, but it will be when it goes in there because I've tested the others. But the other side does feel like it's got a bit of texture to it. So let's soak it into some water and see what happens. So you can see it does open up to a degree. It doesn't quite open up as much as the rest of the range, but it's also not as compact as the rest of the range. But that will probably be because of the actual scouring side. But, you know, much more flexible, bit of a rougher edge on the side. There's no glue in these, unlike a lot of other scouring, so-called scouring, but eco-friendly scouring sponges. So, you know, because that can have an effect on the environment as well. But they're relatively absorbent. Quite a lot of liquid in there. We've done a splash test with the others, so let's try it with these. I'm not expecting these to be that absorbent, but it does feel like that is probably just one of the pop-up sponges on the back. It's not bad. I mean, it is a sponge, and the sponge will always leave a bit of residue behind, so it's picked up quite well. It's just got that little bit behind. So yeah, not bad at all. Not bad. We have the compostable Swedish dishcloths. Although this does look like plastic on the outside, all of the packaging within the Composty products is fully compostable. You get 6 dishcloths within the pack, completely plastic free, apparently super absorbent, we'll find out. Machine washable and very long lasting. So we're gonna be popping them in the washing machine and see what they come out like as well. So it states that they're a perfect swap for paper kitchen rolls, so you can stop buying the kitchen rolls and use these instead. So we'll be testing the cost comparisons as well. One of the Composty's benefits that they say is they are affordable. So we'll be checking all the costs compared to the alternatives, but let's have a look, see how they work. As you can see, look, just goes soft. Feels a bit a bit spongy, to be fair. It's a bit thicker than I was expecting as soon as it gets wet. That does absorb quite a lot of water. I'll just show you that one more time. Be interesting to get a jug and see exactly how much one does absorb. And we'll do a splash test as well. So I'm going to get the table wet, and we'll see exactly how much, it's quite a lot of water if you ask me, how much they absorb. Oh wow. If you don't squeeze it so hard it gets the table wet again, you actually get a good result. That's come up really well. So here we have the Composty pop-up sponge. This is the product that Composty are currently most well known for. Obviously, the pop-up is used as a little bit of a gimmick, but it's also quite useful because it is very space saving. I mean, this particular pack has 12 sponges in there. They've sent us some individual ones, which is just a tester, but they've sent also the 6-pack and the 12-pack as well. And if you just look at the size difference in those, that's not taking up much space in your cupboard or anywhere else. According to their website, they're actually carbon negative. They actually take away more carbon than they put into the environment because of the fact of how many trees they're planting and everything else. First of all, let's get the product wet and let's see what it's like. I'm just going to absorb half of it so we can see just how that expands. Ah, that's pretty cool. My kids would have loads of fun with that. But you can see how it just literally pops up. We'll soak it in completely. And now you've got a normal sort of sponge. But if we squeeze the water out, it doesn't go back to how it was. It's not compressed anymore. It just pops up. It feels like you would expect a sponge to feel. Obviously there's no sort of abrasive side or anything like that, but it just feels like a normal sponge popped up to a good size. That's what, you know, that would feel pretty good to me. The one thing that goes through my mind is how absorbent is the sponge once it's popped up. Quick test for me, I'm just going to put some splashes on the surface here and just see how that actually soaks it up. As you can see, it's actually soaking that up really well. It doesn't feel any different to a normal sponge. So now what we're going to do is a few of us are going to take these home. We're also going to give them out to a few of the operatives and technicians out on some sites, put them some tests and see what they think. So you'll get a good rounded view from multiple people that are actually using them at home.
Soak the sponges in water to expand. Completely to dry after use. Sponges can be cleaned in the dishwasher or washing machine. When finished with, pop into your composter, cut into strips, and there you go composting. Oh yeah.
Good.
You can manipulate it. Once it's been finished using, I'm guessing you bring it out and just hang it up again. Other than the fact that my sister just pointed out a bit I missed.
So this is about 7 weeks since I first started using this sponge. Dishwashed it, put it in the dishwasher 2 or 3 times, and as you can see, it's now starting to crumble away. Most of that has come off during the last wash or use whilst we were washing up. The back end of it is all good, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's not disintegrating, whereas this side is. But when you consider one sponge, 7 weeks, I don't think you get 7 weeks out of one of the plastic ones. It's good going.
No, it has been machine washed. And it's still very much intact. So it's only been a day, and this one's bone dry. Doesn't feel damp at all. I mean, it's been machine washed, but yeah, it's bone dry.
The Composty range, pop-up sponges, scouring sponges, and the Swedish Dishcloths. We've given them a try. We are now about 6 to 8 weeks after we first tried these. Lots of different members of the team have put them through the mill to see if they are any good. What's our final verdict? For me, I absolutely love them. The green credentials on these products are amazing. The sponges are spot on. They are so small you can store loads of them. They last a long time and they are just as good as any other sponge. I personally, my favourite one is the scouring sponges. When you think that a plastic sponge or our normal typical sponge we buy at the supermarket with the green scouring pad on the top takes 500 years to decompose, these are brilliant. I used one of these for so long that it started to decompose in the sink. It was weeks. Cut it up, put it in the compost, away it goes. They are absolutely brilliant. Get yourself some. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you very much for watching. Please do click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you get the heads up next time we publish a video. Keep an eye out for our Behind the Cleans series, which shows you just that, behind the cleans of all the things that go on at Vapour Clean. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.